When people decide to get married, they sometimes don't realize how much work and commitment it actually takes. As a result, about 40 to 50% of marriages end in divorce. But 3 area couples are now trying to change those odds by hosting a couples retreat. KHQA's Kalil is live with one of the couples this morning to show us how this retreat could save your marriage. Good morning, Lauren.
Good morning, Chad. Well, when it comes to tying the knot with your significant other, people say it's like spending the rest of your life with your best friend. But when a lifetime is a very long time, sometimes you have to keep the spark within the marriage, and that can take a lot of hard work.
Love is something that you have to work at.
Lucas and Tara Peters, along with 2 other marriages, organized a couples retreat for the first time last year.
We're just 3 couples just letting people know that your marriage is worth fighting for.
They plan to hold another retreat this year because of the benefits they've seen firsthand.
I've had friends and co-workers who have ended up divorced, and you ask them, what's going on? Well, it was mutual. We just fell out of love. I've always felt terrible when I hear people say that, and I didn't want it to happen to us.
The Peters have been through the ups and downs that marriage brings, but it's filled with joy in their 4 children. For anyone with kids, Lucas says, their needs come first, and that sometimes can put your marriage on the back burner. But after going through the retreat, him and his wife learned to communicate and designate specific times just for them. Jeff Kahn, another facilitator of the retreat, says the key is finding what works for each specific marriage.
What is it that we're plugging into our marriage? Sometimes we think we're plugging the right things in, but in the reality, we're kind of plugging the wrong stuff in.
He says the retreat allows people to grow within their marriage and try to solve the problems they could be facing. Living in a social media world, couples can face problems of not being able to speak face-to-face with Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook right at their fingertips. But if you nurture and work for your love, anything is possible.
It's just, you can't give up. And that's kind of my feeling. I will never give up on my wife, and I really feel strongly she'll never give up on me.
Love is the one thing that conquers everything.
Now I am here with Tara and Lucas Peters, who are 2 of the facilitators for the retreat. Now, whoever is interested in maybe coming to this retreat, what can they expect?
They can expect a laid-back atmosphere, just a lot of time to devote to themselves, really. That's kind of what we do. We do facilitate, we do have sessions, but the point of it is to get the couples talking to each other and take that time with each other.
Now, I understand that part of the session has the females break up in one section and the males break up in another. What does that add to the marriage then after they have that kind of meeting?
Well, I think a lot of times it's hard to share your feelings, and then especially if the opposite sex is there and you're worried about what you might say. What we noticed last year when we broke up into the men and the men were able to share some of the difficulties they have in their marriage, and we were able to kind of open up and talk about that. And the women kind of had the same situation where they were able to share, and this is what I'm struggling with, and then you realize that you're not alone. And I think that's kind of one of the biggest things, that we all feel like we're on this island and we're struggling, but nobody else understands. And so I believe that when they break up, we're able to have that discussion on a more intimate basis.
I also think women, we react to things different. Our feelings are different. Guys handle things so much differently than we do. So I think it's good to reflect on that and understand that that is okay and it's normal, and have those conversations that, this is how we may handle it, this is how they handle it, and it's good to know the difference and that that's okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Tara. Thank you, Lucas. You guys seem like a great couple. Really awesome to see some positivity with the relationships and ways that can help you build that marriage back up, or just go and enjoy a nice weekend with your significant other. Chad?
All right, thanks, Lauren. Kalil reporting live for us in Hannibal this